Hey guys, it's Kim Tindell, your source for all things Nintendo, and today we got 3 awesome topics to discuss. I'm really excited to get into this news, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. First up, we're going to talk about a game that has been missing in action since its reveal back in 2017 at the Game Awards. You all know what it is, Bayonetta 3. Nintendo Everything covered a interview that happened recently at Platinum Games. They had this to say: despite a lack of news surrounding Bayonetta 3, the game has most definitely not been cancelled, and Platinum Games is again looking to reassure fans that things are going well. Recall that the studio's Hideki Kiyama indicated that we could see the game this year. BBC asked him about the recent interview, which he said, "It was more of a not definitely something will come out this year, but if there is a year, then something should happen, right?" If you remember last time, I said that even though everyone was asking about Bayonetta 3, maybe you should tell everyone to forget about it for a while. I kind of need to keep that stance for now, because ultimately it's not our decision what to say and when to say it, which we're going to pause right there for a bit. People are not happy about that. Twitter is livid. Nintendo was holding Bayonetta 3 in their cell, and they're basically telling them, yo, you're not coming out until we say so. So like, wait. People are not happy. I digress. Back to the article. As much as everyone is clamoring to see it, we are really waiting to release it too. Everyone who's working on a project is of course very proud of what we're doing and wants everyone to see what we are doing. As much as fans are waiting for it, we are waiting for the day to when we can show it. We want everyone to cheer us on as we reach the final stretch. We want to show it too. So yeah, Nintendo's holding this game in a cell, and they're like, get it out when we're ready to, which I can understand. I know people are upset about this news. You know, we got news that the game is going surprisingly well, and it seems like they're even in the final stretches of it, but Nintendo fans are livid. Bayonetta fans are going to commit arson. I can feel it. They're going to commit arson, but I can understand. I mean, 2021 already has a big lineup so far. We just got WarioWare, we got Metroid coming out in October, SMT5, and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in November. We got Advance Wars in December, then we got Legends Arceus in January. So we already got sort of a beginning lineup, but that doesn't mean we can't see the game next year. So if I remember correctly, we only have Legends Arceus, Splatoon 3, Mario plus Rabbids, as well as Breath of the Wild 2. That's only 4 games in the 12-month year. I mean, all years have 12 months, but you get what I mean. Basically, Bayonetta 3 is probably going to happen next year based on this article, because next year it doesn't look like we have a lot of games lined up. We have big games lined up, but not a lot of games. Plus, a perfect time to show this might be in our next big Nintendo Direct, you know, that's coming. Just saying, it's the perfect place to show it, especially when we just got a new Metroid Dread trailer, which we're going to talk about in our next subject. We just got that Bayo 3 news. I just wanted to update you guys on it, and yeah, moving on to our next topic, which is some spicy Metroid Dread news. I can't wait to talk about this with you guys. I'm really excited for today. Next up, we got a big Metroid Dread trailer. This trailer showcases a lot of things, even shows some stuff from the series that are helping newer fans that are starting with this game keep up with it. And I gotta say, there's been a big heated debate on Twitter whether or not we're getting way too much news, and in my personal opinion, I don't think that's the case. When it comes to games like Metroid Dread, the true experience comes from the exploration in the game itself. And let's face it, in today's modern age, 2D platformers, especially 2D platformers of big series, aren't that popular. Metroid Dread is that one game where if you're a hardcore fan, you know about this game and you know how important games like this are. And Nintendo, they're only showing trailers that show the story. These trailers are to A, get older fans excited, and B, get newer fans attracted to this game and show them that there's more to this 2D side scroller of Samus Aran. Because a lot of people think that Prime are main series games. They don't know that, you know, Dread is main series and Prime is a sub series. Games like this are needed. Trailers like this are needed because it keeps people engaged. It's a really important game, and plus the trailers are showing us a lot without showing us too much. I feel like that things like that are needed in, you know, trailers today, showing us a lot without showing anything at all. It's not like they're showing us, you know, item locations or like an entire map to explore. It's not like they're showing us every single individual boss fight and, you know, like enemy weak spots and story trailers. We saw Kraid, but we haven't seen Ridley yet. We don't even know if Ridley's in the game, but it's Ridley. He's going to show up. But regardless, they're showing us a lot, but just enough. That's been a recent thing that a lot of games have been doing, even with games like Shin Megami Tensei 5. We get a new trailer for SMT5 twice a month, and they always show a lot and we still know nothing about that game. It's the exact same case with Metroid Dread. They're showing us not even a lot. They're showing us enough to keep us asking more questions. I'm more excited about this game now than I was when it got revealed because I'm just invested. Every time we get a new trailer, I'm even more invested in the game because of these trailers, because they're showing me a lot without showing me the entire game, which is a really good thing. And another thing off topic, when it comes to this trailer that they show, this trailer is a huge, when I mean this trailer is a beefy trailer, it is a beefy trailer. It's showing us things that you would expect to see in a full-length Nintendo Direct. It's wild because if they're showing us this trailer right here, what are they going to show us when we eventually reach the Direct? Which my little mini theory that it's happening next week because we just had a PlayStation showcase and I really don't think Nintendo wanted to coincide with that because it'll be a split community and they know that they have some PlayStation fans out there. But anyway, if they're showing a trailer as big as this, you know, right now, what are they going to show when the Direct happens? This is what I brought up in the Bayonetta segment. They're showing a big trailer as big as this Metroid Dread trailer, and it just makes you think, if they're showing this trailer, what are they going to show when we reach the Direct? That gives room for games like Bayonetta 3, games like SMT5, games like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which they haven't shown much of anyway. We've only gotten 2 trailers of that game at the very least. Games like Legends Arceus, Splatoon 3, even Breath of the Wild 2. Well, I'm not really expecting Breath of the Wild 2, but you get the point. With a trailer as big as this, it really just gets you curious as to what's going to happen when the actual Direct starts. Like, they're showing us all this news and it just asks the bigger question, what are we going to see at the Direct if they're dropping a trailer as big as this? Because Metroid Dread is that game that it doesn't need the promotion because a lot of people are excited, but I feel like this is something that would have obviously shown up in the Direct and it's got my curiosity peaking. I don't know about you guys. What are your thoughts on the Metroid Dread trailer and if we're getting too much news or not? I personally don't think so, but I'm just a guy in an ocean of people and fans. So yeah, we're gonna move on to our last topic of the day. It's gonna be a pretty interesting one. And in our final news topic, it seems like the base model Nintendo Switch may be getting a big price drop. An article from Games Radar reads out this: a Nintendo Switch price drop could be announced next week, according to a known retail leaker. In a recent tweet, French Nintendo site Nintendo Alert stated that the Nintendo Switch console is set to drop from Monday and sell from around €270. At the time of writing this, the Switch sells throughout Europe for around €330, in the US for $299 and the UK for $279. The $60 price drop could equate to around $70 or €80, which in theory could see prices plummet to $229 or just €200 in the US and UK respectively. It's also possible, however, that Nintendo is aiming to bring the cost of the Switch to Europe closer in line with the other regions. $330 currently equates to $390, meaning it's far more expensive to buy one of the consoles in Europe than it is in North America or in major regions such as Japan. And yeah guys, this seems like a really interesting thing because it's dropping $70 in America and that's a lot. That's like $220. That makes it closer in line to the Nintendo Switch Lite, meaning that if you don't want to pick up an OLED model, you have the option to save your money and just get a cheaper Switch or a Switch Lite. They're giving you more options and it's expanding the Switch's range out to more people. And this has been a big theory since the whole Switch OLED pre-order fiasco that happened a few months back, because I don't know if you guys remember, but there were people getting emails price dropping their Switch OLED to around $300. And now that we're getting this price drop for the Switch, people are starting to think that, are they moving the Switch OLED to the base Switch price? Because Walmart were matching people's Switches to that of the base Switch at the time, and there's been reports that even if you go to say a Best Buy or a GameStop or a Amazon, and if you show them that, they would also drop the price down to a base Switch. So a lot of people are saving money. We don't know if that was intentional or if that was an accidental thing. It seems like people are able to get a Switch OLED for a lower price. Nowadays, the Switch OLED is back at that $349 price range. But yeah, that was a pretty wild thing that happened. I remember pre-ordering it myself before canceling it because I needed money for college. But I remember pre-ordering it myself. It dropped the price to $300 for me too. And I was really confused at the time because I was like, I'm pretty sure it costs like $50 extra. But yeah, it seems like the Switch may be getting a big price drop soon, and that brings it out to more people, and with more people, more games, with more games, more sales. That's gonna do it all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell, and I'll make sure to see you guys in the next video. You guys have a nice rest of your day. See ya.